NBC5 News at 11 starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Stephanie Gorin. This Thanksgiving Eve, people are preparing for a holiday like no other. Many people are changing their plans as cases of COVID-19 surge around the country. Several states are reporting a record high number of cases, and today the U.S. reported more than 2,000 deaths from the virus. Reporter Camilla Bernal has more. Now to the cases of COVID-19 in our region. In Vermont, 81 new cases announced today. 20 people are in the hospital and 5 of them are in the ICU. In New Hampshire, 402 new cases announced today. 14 in Cheshire County, 7 in Grafton County, and 6 in Sullivan County. 1 more person has died. And in northern New York, 56 new cases today, 33 in St. Lawrence County, 12 in Essex County, 6 in Clinton, 5 in Franklin County. 1 more person in Franklin County has also died. All right, let's turn to the weather. This is a live look from Plattsburgh. Earlier today, we would have seen snow there, Tom, but not right now.
Yeah, first thing this morning.
Looking forward to it, Tom. Thank you. The night before Thanksgiving is usually busy for bars and restaurants since people come home for the holidays. Olive Ridley's in Plattsburgh says it's typically one of the top 5 busiest nights of the year, but they closed at 10 because of new state guidelines.
The 10 o'clock rule is.
Clinton County's sheriff says cars are on patrol, keeping their eyes open for any violations. Local businesses are prepping for one of the most difficult holiday shopping seasons in a very long time, perhaps ever. Shops on Church Street say a huge chunk of business comes in between now and the end of the year. Some stores will make nearly a quarter of their money for the year this season.
Certainly local business.
Some businesses on Church Street have expanded their online shopping offerings for people who don't want to visit stores. The U.S.-Canada border is still closed to U.S. travel, a joint decision by the federal governments of each country to slow the spread of COVID-19. A new task force of American and Canadian leaders is starting work on recommendations around reopening the border. We spoke with one of its members today.
There is
The Canada Institute of the Wilson Center created the task force. It's expected to issue recommendations early next year. It has been more than 8 months since the border between the U.S. and Canada was closed to non-essential travel, but essential trade items are still allowed to cross. This time of year, one stands out from the rest. NBC5's Matt Layton tells us what it is.
Travel between the U.S.
Next at 11, getting back on the slopes, what you need to know before your next visit to the mountain.
You're watching NBC5 News.
The holidays this year will feel different because of the pandemic. There's just no way around it. NBC5's Ross Ketchke joins us live from downtown Burlington, where a sign of the season is giving the community hope for the future. Ross?
Well, Stephanie, the tree here in downtown.
Ross, thank you. We have exciting news to share tonight. Feeding Chittenden has reached its goal of giving out 3,500 Thanksgiving meals to families this year. Volunteers gave out more than 300 boxes of food today, and they're dropping off hundreds more. The organization wants to make sure no one is without food for the holiday.
Upwards of 20.
This year's drive was virtual, with people donating money instead of food. This Thanksgiving will mark the first major holiday since Vermont's universal recycling law went into effect. It bans food scraps from the trash and landfills. The Chittenden Solid Waste District says it's been a success so far, but Thanksgiving usually comes with a lot of leftovers. The Solid Waste District is asking you to adjust your recipes to create less waste.
Just remember to adjust your.
A reminder, if you picked up backyard composting when the food scraps law went into effect, don't put your turkey bones or cheeses in there. They will not break down and will attract animals. Take those to a drop-off center instead. Tomorrow's NFL game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens has been postponed because of positive COVID-19 cases. That's being moved to Sunday. NBC5 News at 11 will air at its normal time tomorrow. It's that time of year. Several ski resorts are now open for the season. NBC5's Lauren Granada caught up with skiers and riders at Stowe. She has more on what you need to know before heading to the mountain. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.